mi náà bójú wa jẹ́ pé bíbélì sọ pé ìró ayọ̀ la ó máa gbọ́ náà àgọ́ àwọn olódodo ìró ayọ̀ dẹ̀ ni à ń gbọ́ ní sáìdì wa ń bíbà yìí àwọn ni wọ́n ní ìbànújẹ́ àwọn dẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa lament because ọlọ́run ti gbé iṣẹ́ ńlá lé wọn lọ́wọ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ máa bá rìn káàkiri àdúgbò ni. So I have some few things to say because I've not really had time over things that has been happening over and over. So I'll just be picking on everything one after the other. I think like be this issue of this whole DNA of a thing. Ṣẹ́rí ọ̀rọ̀ DNA yìí àwọn Yorùbá máa ń pòwe kan wọ́n ní pé ẹlúùlù tó ń fòjò orí ara ẹ̀ òun ló ń fà sí. The whole DNA strategy was a whole money-making scheme, a whole agenda to intimidate and box Omowumi and Liam to a corner. That was the whole thing about the DNA. Because the back ball, that over time, directly or indirectly, Josie has made it very, very clear that he's not after anything aside his own personal interest. He has made it very, very clear. So all those like few things to which he has said. And now, the old DNA, nígbàtí issue DNA don't feel pé they were using it to malign Omowumi, wọ́n fi ń bà lórúkọ jẹ́, wọ́n ṣe kinní kan. It was sweet. They got carried away with it. Owó ń wọlé, everything ṣe kinní kan kinní kan. He was saying things, they were making claims, allegations and everything. Nísìnyí, see, we need to understand something. There are so many reasons why Josie cannot and would not want the DNA to be done. Àgbàlagbà Rich Grace jáde ó ń sọ fún yín pé tán bá ṣe DNA yẹn tó bá wà positive gbogbo àwọn máa kú sẹ́wọ̀n. The question you need to ask yourself is ta ló charge wọn, ta ló sue wọn, ta ló fẹ́ rán wọn lẹ́wọ̀n. Has Omowumi said anything about it? Okay, tó bá ṣe DNA lásán o mo máa sue yín o mo máa ṣe. Has she said anything? But Bíbélì sọ wípé bí wọ́n bá ṣe rere ara kì ó àyà ọbí. See, beyond DNA, Omowumi ló kàn fẹ́ ṣe DNA for clarification o. Omowumi ló fẹ́ ṣe yẹn for clarification. But reason tí àwọn ò ṣe fẹ́ ṣe DNA tó ń ṣe fẹ́ jẹ́ kó wà positive rárá gbọ́n àbí kọ́ máa ṣe rárá. Have you forgotten that the case wọn pẹ̀lú ọba ó sì wà ń bẹ̀ o? And the only thing, it is not as if like anybody I want to settle case in amicably o want to come along about you case more share anything. No. The DNA is going to open so many things. So that is one. Don't forget the fact that this man has not only even maligned Omowumi alone. He has been saying things regarding the government, the police, the everything. Even his followers, they've accused not just the governor, the police, the magistrates, everything. But this man, it is not or AI or anything. Not once, not two video, not three video evidence that this man has said after the DNA is being conducted. Do you think they are not thinking about all of this? Èèyàn dúró ń sọ fún yín pé òun ò lè fi sáàni òun lẹ́sẹ̀ pé lọ́ọ̀yà òun lélẹ́yìí òun ò lè fi lọ́ọ̀yà yìí lẹ̀ ṣe fi ìpojú lásán ni. This man knows what he's doing. And for me, what I think he wants to do before is ṣe báwo lòun gbé kéèsì lọ sí court. Tó bá ní kọ́ àpíà lẹ́ǹkan tóun ò bá àpíà tóun ò bá lọ lẹ́lẹ́kejì tóun ò bá lọ lẹ́lẹ́kẹta bóyá wọ́n á da kéèsì nù. And one thing, irrespective of kò sí bẹ́yàn ṣe fẹ́ paint Josie or anything, in some areas I give it to him. That man is very, very smart and intelligent. That man is very, very intelligent. Ó dẹ̀ ti master, ó ti study bí social media ṣe work, especially when tó wà online yìí, ó ti mọ bọ́n ṣe work. Because ó ti mọ̀ wípé kò sí bóun ṣe lè ṣe wrong. If maybe the after it doesn't come tí ó appear and anything, bí a pé tí magistrate ẹ bá lọ rule àbí tí judge ẹ bá lọ rule pé bí a kan lọ ṣe lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. He knows the way the people àwọn supporter àwọn lórí social media nínú kitchen ẹ̀ nínú àwọn kitchen cabinet ẹ̀ ó ti mọ bọ́n ṣe máa lọ kúkú láìsí yẹn wípé wọ́n ní kó lọ ṣe DNA yẹn lẹ́yìn òun. The same way their very daft man could on camera and be shouting, how could they do a DNA with the grandma, with the kinikon. So he understands how they can manipulate the reasoning of their gullible followers. And that is what this man has been doing. To them rely lórí tó ń work fún. Because if not, okay, ẹ wo ru àná, ẹ wo nǹkan tí àwọn people yìí tó sọ the topic lánàá from morning till night. How will you tell me an elderly person, over 50-year-old man, pẹ̀lú Gurexi, how will you tell me like two people left Lagos wọ́n lọ sí Abuja? And you are saying like àwọn kan not gbé bàbá kúrò ńbẹ̀, àwọn kan not gbé bàbá kúrò ńbẹ̀. You cannot, like, they've built, this man has been able to build something that he feels that nobody can hold him accountable for anything. Rather for them to face him, they would always, Emma would not see Josie, okay, can't tell if I face it. Emma rí pé can't tell yẹn máa lọ, can't ti don agree pé nǹkan bá àwọn four kan máa sọ fún pé kò yẹ ká ṣe kíní, kò yẹ ká ṣe nǹkan báyìí. And kí ni reason gbogbo kíní yẹn ni wípé, see, till when this whole thing will be over in the next 5-10 years, ṣebí àwọn àṣírí mi la ṣe ń gbọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Some people will they will keep protecting and covering for this man because gbogbo wọn ti jọ ṣe nǹkan àṣírí síra wọn lọ́wọ́. Gbogbo wọn pátá, in one way or the other, there is a secret of each and every one of them Josie is holding. The likes of Comfy, the critical thinkers, and the likes, now. It's not that maybe they cannot come for him. It's not that they cannot come for him, but they know there is something to gbogbo Johnny's Danny. But there's something to gbogbo wọn ti jọ wẹ̀ sí lọ́wọ́, because kò sí tó ṣe fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ owó eléyìí. Ó lè sọ fẹ́ pé ṣé o rántí pé nígbà kan ní kan fún mi 500,000, ẹ̀yin náà yọ 200,000 nù ẹ̀, èmi 300,000 ló fi jíṣẹ́ fún mi o. Ìwọ́n sìn o máa fẹ́ protect rẹ̀, o fẹ́ jẹ́ kó jáde. So there is a secret tí gbogbo wọn ní, and ibi tó wọ̀ sí dé ni wípé it is as if that these people want.
Ìtọ́lówá tó ṣe ẹ̀sálẹ̀ bí Bukky Jesse sọ pé òun fún 100,000 every month lòsílẹ̀ kan.
So there is this secret, this secrecy between Lord or everybody. Want to jẹ́ wípé there's something about this justice. See, each one of them ton cover. Tí o bá sí lọ́wọ́ Josie direct, ó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹlòmíì. Tó dẹ̀ ló jẹ́ wípé tí ẹni tá àṣírí ẹ bá wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó bá support Josie, ó lè go against ẹ̀. Because ó mọ̀ wípé àṣírí ẹ wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó bá dẹ̀ go against ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú gbogbo bọ́n yẹn ti sọ kíni the fracas, they will come out and spill your secret. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń sìn nìyẹn. Because I don't understand, how will an elderly man go to Abuja, ó kúrò ń bẹ̀, and this man has come on his life to tell you people that he doesn't have issues with Berekete. Ọjọ́ tó ń bá lówó mọ́tò, òun á gbọ́ ọ̀nà bẹ̀. So why do you now want to hold somebody responsible? Each time Josie does any wrong, there is somebody they are blaming for it. Josie will sign document and everything. Rather than these people to face Josie, Sanshi to face. For what? The lawyer will advise his client. But at the end of the day, because the client is about now. But for everything, see Josie, nínú case from day one. From day one, these people have chosen not to see any wrong in the actions of Josie. They want to blame everybody for the misfortune of this man. Everybody aside Josie. Oh, nígbà tó ń sọ wípé bọ́bọ́ yìí ó young nígbà tó ti kúrò lé tó lọ ọzù tó ṣe kíní kan báwo ló ọmọ tí máa sáré máa kan kóló tó jẹ́ wípé at age 16 ló ti ń provide for family and everything. Àwọn people change yes 10 years àná sí mọ́mí. Wọ́n lọ sí ọmọ, wọ́n lọ ṣe kíní kan, wọ́n kánjú sí ọmọ. We all saw these things from the beginning. We watched the Ballet's interview. Kéèsì ò tí ì di báyìí ń gbà yan anything. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ọjọ́ kejì tán ti sin bọ̀bọ̀ yìí. Àbí tó ti fẹ́ ọjọ́ tán sin gan ni fídíò Balẹ̀ ti jáde nípò òru náà fẹ́ gbé ọmọ yẹn wá kó wá sí òun lòun sọ fún wọn pé wọn ò lè sin. Who did they blame for it? Ọmọwùnmí. Ó lọ ṣe ṣóun Kòròdú, ó lọ báyànjà, ó lọ ṣe kíníkan Ọmọwùnmí. wọ́n pe ambulance wọ́n ṣe kinní kan wọ́n tètè rí wọ́n pósí ò ṣe size ẹ̀ wọ́n kánjú sí wọ́n ṣe kinní kan. They have to blame is this Darusha. Wọ́n ẹ̀ ń bá mú ẹ̀ wọ́n gbẹ́yọ̀ sí láyà wọ́n ṣe kinní kan. They have to blame. It has to be another person has to be responsible. There is nothing. This man òkú ọmọ ò tí ì pé 6 months àbí 1 year ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kọrin bó ṣe lè grieve nìyẹn bó ṣe lè ṣe kinní kan nìyẹn bó ṣe lè ṣe kinní kan nìyẹn. Even when he's doing this wrong, even within their midst, they want to cover up. If you come for Baba, we come for you. If you come for Mama, we come for you. You want to blame everybody aside Josie. Josie is the only right person. He's the only one that is looking for justice in the family. So I find it funny today when I see some of these people who are now saying that Josie does not want justice. Josie does not want justice. He's hindering justice. He's shaking it, shaking it. Let's be sincere with ourselves. Because in the first place, J4M. Sit and ask yourself, are you still looking for justice? What is the justice in any of this? What is the justice in any of this? And Wunmi shaking it from Wunmi stabbed him. O ti lórí railings, o dashubu, o gun lọ́bẹ, o shaking it on fe jomo sínú 3rd Mainland Bridge, on fe shaking it. Are these people not tired that in over 2 years, because I know more kan romo pe ṣé báwọn people ṣe máa ṣòṣì for the next 3 years, because tó bá gbọ́n people ìláyè wọ́n máa ṣe 5 years anniversary J4M níbà yìí o. Because at least by now, if truly there is still a bit of love to each and every one of these people say, even they have for Mohbad or anything, it is for them to bring everybody to bring their voice together and tell this man, compel him to go and bury the remains of this boy. Because the question is, as of now, what exactly does Josie want? The illusion of that some people came up with that, they buy Mohbad, they shaking it. It is, that's just it. This whole thing is an illusion. That is why because it is an illusion. There is no reality in anything. People analyze every day. It is just an illusion. It is just a fantasy of these people's imagination. Nothing. One shaking it. Okay, it is not working. The old rationale behind the old DNA from the start, it is to establish a criminal intent for murder. That was what he stated from the beginning. So I find it funny when these people now want to make the DNA issue look as if like a family case. As of a year, 2 years ago, what you guys were saying is DNA is a must because the DNA is going to establish the cause of death. So why are you guys now coming out to now make it look as if like, and the old DNA is a civil case? But that's it. Lọ́wọ́n tí wọ́n bí Mr. Patagoda ṣe máa kóòtù ń bí ni Mr. Dara ṣe máa kóòtù ń bí lọ́wọ́ benevolence da British máa fòyìnbó àti Yorùbá sọ fún yín pé what you guys are saying kò kàn yín. But because of that personal vendetta, that witch hunting, that Omo must go down by force agenda. It is Wunmi. The DNA is going to establish. The DNA is going to do this. The DNA is going to do that. Now it is time for you to establish this thing now. The DNA kokanwa, it is a family affair. Nigba wo le ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ realize it. Because there's nobody from that side, no matter how Koja aristocrat or anybody no one to polish and be. These people, in one way or the other in the past, have supported this whole nonsense narrative. They've been the one going there, feeding them, supporting them when these people are saying these things. The DNA is a must, the DNA is a motive, the DNA is a kinikon, the DNA is a shakinikon. Now they've called you, okay, come and establish this motive. ẹ wá fẹ́ máa yọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ it is a family matter. Kò ń ṣe family matter o. The DNA is a national issue. It's a national issue. It is a motive. Time yìí kọ́ lẹ máa padà tẹ fẹ́ máa claim pé I was listening to somebody náà tó sọ pé okay ṣé yọ mi mo ti ẹ̀sìn bọ̀ lórí yẹn ẹ̀hún ò bu ọmọ o òun ò ṣe kinní kan o òun ò ṣe kinní kan. No, that DNA is a motive. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń kọ́ ń gbà yẹn tẹ́ ń pariwo ẹ̀ yẹn ẹ sì gbọ́dọ̀ máa kọ́ lọ ń sìn yìí. We need DNA. We need DNA. DNA is a must. Joseph said it himself now. Once they do the DNA, it will establish the cause of death of his son. So if truly these people are here for justice and not content, everybody should be on top of their voice, telling this man, let's get this DNA done. We don't care if they want to do the DNA in 10 places. We don't care. In as much as, Baba, you are doing your own, we are good with it. Let us have your own result. Let your own result come out negative and let every other one come out positive, and let us even have something to even fight for. But in this case, you are moving from one place to the other. Each time, become a change goalpost. Look at these people, because I just don't understand. It will be early 2024 when the old noise, everything is obao. For almost 8 hours, Obale Mama drag, Obanio. Arifa, they run, Bugboni, Comfy, Big, everybody Obani. Ìgbà tó bá di bí méjì mú lọ́rùn nù yín tán ní pòkè mú proof nǹkan tó sọ wá. Evidence kìíní yìí tó sọ pé òkè ó ṣojú ẹ̀yẹn mú jáde ẹ má bínú orí adé abẹ̀bẹ̀ ni àṣẹ kìíní kan ni for what nonsense. So that's the game they want to play with Ọmọwùnmí also. Ẹ ti bọmọ yẹn lórúkọ jẹ́, ẹ ti pè lórúkọ oríṣiríṣi, ẹ ti pè lápàyàn, ẹ ti pè láṣànà, ẹ ti pè ní black widow, ẹ ti pọmọ ẹ lọ́mọ àlè, ẹ ti forúkọ oríṣiríṣi pè wọ́n tó ti wà lórí internet. And all you now want to do is to look for a way to sweep the old DNA case under the carpet, then you guys should resolve amicably. As what? No, that DNA is a must. Oh. The DNA is a must because it is a motive that has to be established. Because nígbà tẹ́yin pariwo, DNA is a must. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo kìíní ẹ̀. Àná tọ́rí ẹ̀ tó bá ń ṣe nǹkan máa wò pé ṣẹ́rí kéèsì ẹni tó bá study ẹ̀ dáadáa. Eégún tó máa ń kọ́kọ́ jó lọ́rọ̀ wọn, ìran náà máa ń wò last. Eégún wọn kọ́kọ́ máa ń jó ni ìran ló máa ń wò last. Because nígbà DNA yẹn, ẹni tí wọ́n gbé DNA yìí, ẹni tí ò bá strong nígbà yẹn gan wá doubt Ọmọwùnmí gan pé so sure pé àbí pé àwọn people need proof come become. Because these people were sounding as if there's one evidence they have. There's one thing Josie has shown them. There's one confirmation of proof they have somewhere. DNA is sacrosanct. DNA is kinikon or it's a must. Once they do the DNA like this, it's going to change the dynamics of the case and everything. Why are you now changing your voice? Why are you guys now sounding as if like Befe Makpadasile and maybe no, the DNA is a family issue, it's not of our business. No. So we pay this whole justice. Gbogbo J4 mo tẹ́ ń pariwo káàkiri gbogbo àdúgbò yìí tẹ́ pé ra yín ní public yìí. Báwo ló ṣe gbà kan yín? If truly this guy was murdered or anything, is it not the case of their family? How does it concern you as that you call yourself member of the public? How? But emu gbogbo kini yi. Eso di jamba nyama jagba and everything. Now is the time for you guys to now be accountable for all you've said and done. Ẹ wá fẹ́ máa take a back seat. Ẹ wá fẹ́ máa ṣe pé èmi ìsìnbẹ̀ o a lè settle láàrin ilé. No now. I heard one person said it one time like that. The DNA is going to be the nail it will be the nail that the final nail on the coffin of me. Once they do the DNA like this, they will jail that lady. Ọjọ́ tó bá ṣe DNA, me more platform with the day they do the DNA, I'm waiting for that day. They tell me will shut down our platform. All of you will shut down your platform. You will be. No, wait, I guess that day I came on the platform. I asked her, please, so Abi, is there more to this DNA? So there is nothing anywhere For over 2 years, you are maligning this young lady, calling her child bastard and everything. Because kò sí tẹ́ṣe lè sọ fún mi ọmọ òun mi ń tarun ó ń ṣe kinní kan mi girl yẹn ò ní life 100% now kò ní life 100% now because there are so many things she cannot do kò lè rìn freely because the tag would always be there is nobody that will see Wunmi now tó ò ní fi táàgì Mohbad yẹn wò now kò sí bó ṣe máa rí Liam yẹn tó ò ní ṣùgbọ́n pé kinní kan ẹ wá fẹ́ wá lọ ṣe test yẹn kán wá sweep under the carpet kẹsàn láàrin pálọ̀ yín ìpè yẹn kíní kan no it's impossible now it's impossible. The DNA is a must and it has to be done. And if there is anything, I like the legal team of Omomi and those Omomi have surrounded herself with. Now let's talk. Ẹ̀yin lẹ wá sórí social media tẹ́ ń rojọ́ tó ẹ pé kẹ́ tó gbégbèsè kan ẹ ti rò fún gbogbo àgbáyé. Any one thing tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe, in fact kẹ́ tó ṣe gan gbogbo àgbáyé ti mọ̀ baba must go back to Berekete to go and do what? To go and do what? To go and make more money again? To go and make more money again? Because we don't understand. Because these people, you ẹ máa jókòó, ẹ máa gbé gbogbo nǹkan yín, ẹ mú gbogbo rọ yín, ẹ pa fún everybody. They just come out with propaganda with not unverified reports. Only to buy your with any data. I was just so pissed. I had to beg him, like, bring me up now. At least you claim you are good, you know how to talk, you have your kiniko. Bring me up. But information to woman here for clarification lori DCP Ayilara. It is not as if they don't know. He knows. And because my fellow suffering here, you know the truth. He knows. He knows that narrative he knows that there was nothing like that. But torí wípé ó suit to narrative irọ́ tó ń pa, ó suit to agenda gbogbo nǹkan tó ń fọ́ wọn gullible followers wọn torí ẹ̀ náà ṣe mọ̀mọ́ ń ṣe. They know the truth. And if you ask these people, Wunmi, ní page kìnìkan, ó sọ wípé, when I listen to this, people who are okay. Wunmi, is it too much to ask Wunmi? Kó wá sọ fún wa wípé ikú tó pa ọkàn lélẹ̀. Me understand. For 2 years, over 2 years, you've accused this girl that she's the prime suspect. So are you saying that the prime suspect in a case should be the one to come and give you the evidence to judge her? And it's okay, now she killed this guy. Okay, Atiba agree. Now, cotton dying evidence jáde. But you want me to be the one to come and tell you, like, okay, you take the evidence of what I use. Are you people normal? Everything, it has to be, Wunmi ló ṣe kinní kan. I don't understand. Kò sí nǹkan kan tẹ́ English ṣe. There are some mighty people to jókòó lórí kéèsì wo ṣẹ̀bẹ̀rí president ṣẹ̀bẹ̀rí governor governor sọ wípé is more going to be the first person to buy òun torí governor is an accomplice. Máa mọ bí àwọn people yìí bọ́n ṣe daft tó that there is nothing in their head. Worú wèrè lẹ́ǹṣì yẹn náà tí mo wà very sure pé kò ń ṣe pé gbogbo àwọn family yẹn náà wà okay o tó ń rìn káàkiri nítorí ọmọ ọlọ́mọ Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ti gbéṣẹ́ ńlá lé lọ́wọ́ because nǹkan tẹ́mi mọ̀ lórí kéèsì kẹ́dẹ̀ máa wọ̀ṣẹ̀ kò sẹ́nibọ́dì tó fi justice for Mohbad yìí rise lórí irọ́ tí ò lulẹ̀ èyí tó bá ṣì wà lókè nu wọn kó máa prepare ó ṣì ń bọ̀ ńlẹ̀ èyí tó bá ṣì wà lókè nu wọn tó jẹ́ wípé irọ́ ló fi gòkè ló fi make fame ló fi ṣe kíní kan lórí J4M yìí òye ń bọ̀ ńlẹ̀. Look at that lẹ́ǹṣì in as much as ó jẹ́ wípé wèrè náà ni Lagata tó ń bá drag, but if I listened to his submission yesterday and I'm like, is this guy normal? You paid 500,000, over 500,000 to bail the nurse who is the prime suspect in a case. You bailed the nurse. but you want to hold Lagata liable torí pé ó comment sórí post Aloma DMW. How does that make sense? Where is the sense in that? Ó wá lọ òun investigate case kan wo wípé Lagata follow Aloma, then tẹ́ bá rí ó post yẹn bí báyìí ó call my blood ó wá comment sí abẹ́, which means ó ní nǹkan kan tọ́jú ọmọ papọ̀ nìyẹn. I'm like irú àwọn wèrè wo rèé? If Lenchi tó pariwo tó jẹ́ wípé òun ló ń lead wọn lọ sí ṣé bó ṣe ń lọ US ló lóun lọ France ló ń lọ UK ló ń ṣe tíṣẹ́, are these the stupid people leading the forefront on the side of these people? Oh, what for? If there is one person they ought to label anti-justice lórí J4ME, number one person tó yẹ kọ́kọ́ dìmú tó fokùn fún lọ́rùn is Lenchi. Is Lenchi, because for what reason? Wọ́n béèrè question kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ lánàá kó lè answer question yẹn ó kàn rigmarole for over 20 minutes. What was the reason you went to go and bail the nurse? Nígbà tí issue yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ Lagata, nígbà tí kí Lagata, nígbà tí kíní kan Lagata, he mentioned Lagata over 10,000 times. Kí ni reason gangan tó bí ẹ pé okay kí ni nǹkan tó rí tó fi sọ wípé okay o àmú gbọ́dọ̀ lọ fún wọn ló láti bail the nurse yìí? At least irrespective of anything we want to say, okay ká gba wípé okay prime boy wọ́n lọ bail ẹ̀ wípé torí pé okay kò bàjá spending wọ́n fi pé nǹkan kan òkan náà ṣe lọ bail ẹ̀. Nọ́ọ̀sì ṣáà admit fún ọlọ́pàá, ó admit fún Nigerian Medical Association pé èmi mo gún bọ̀bọ̀ yìí lábẹ́rẹ́. So kí ni reason nígbà tí èèyàn ti fẹ́nu rẹ̀ sọ wípé èmi mo gún bọ̀bọ̀ yìí lábẹ́rẹ́? Kó tiẹ̀ wá jẹ́ wípé àwọn sanwó fún ẹ kó take care up ni àbí tí yà bá jẹ́ dáadáa wàá jẹ́wọ́ wàá sọ ẹni tó rán ẹ wàá sọ pé kí ni kan why tẹ̀ ṣe filẹ̀? Why tó ṣe jẹ́ wípé ìwọ ló sáré tó lọ bail nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn? The question is, ta ló rán Lenchi? Who is he working for? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló yẹn ń gùn tó ní time yẹn àbí? And do you not know the funny thing? Tó fi parí gbogbo ẹ̀ ní pé nígbà tóun sọ gbogbo yẹn tóun ṣe anything, òun ò bá nọ́ọ̀sì sọ̀rọ̀, òun ò rí nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn sójú, òun ò ṣe anything. Please cut the crap, cut the nonsense. Even Westo tí ò ní £1, ó bá nọ́ọ̀sì sọ̀rọ̀ náà, ó interview nọ́ọ̀sì náà. Kó jẹ́ àfikún, kó jẹ́ irọ́, kó jẹ́ àjùmọ̀ and everything. Westo jáde sọ fún wa pé òun bá nọ́ọ̀sì sọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan tí nọ́ọ̀sì sọ lílé yìí náà. At least Westo confirmed to us. Westo was the one who cleared us níbí báyìí because kò tí ì sí nọ́ọ̀sì ò tí ì bẹ̀ anybody sọ̀rọ̀ yàtọ̀ sí report like okay it was even before then kó tó lọ sí corona inquest. Ni Westo ti jẹ́ kó yọ pé nọ́ọ̀sì sọ fún òun pé òun rí Mohbad sójú. That the guy was conscious and very much alive when she got there. That even the nurse said she asked him, Mohbad asked her like, "Are you the nurse?" And she said yes. Like Westo told us now. Westo tí o bail yẹn yẹn. So are you telling me that you paid money to bail the nurse and everything? And nígbà tí nurse yẹn jáde, kò mú phone ẹ̀ kó pè ẹ̀ kó sọ pé àbọ̀ family ò lè sọ pé ẹni tó sanwó tán fi bail ẹ̀ lélẹ̀ yìí o, àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ o, àbí pé kí ni kan. What nonsense is this guy saying? I'm not a fan of Lagata. I don't like him because we but you cannot like Lenchi Tocheman pariwo káàkiri yẹn. He's not even supposed to be on any forum or any platform speaking at all. If anybody's claim truly are we pay justice lòun dúró de lóòótọ́. Nobody on J4M bóun ẹ̀ kó sọ pé like bàbá bó ṣe kí náà. Nobody should be talking to Lenchi. He has a whole lot of explanation to make. What evidence was he trying to cover? Nígbà tó sáré lọ bail nurse pé nurse yẹn ló kún bẹ́ẹ̀. Because the nurse was talking. The nurse was talking. She was talking. She gave her own version of what happened. The same thing tó sọ fún ọlọ́pàá. Òun ló sọ fún Nigerian Medical Association. Ló sọ fún Westo. Òun ló wá sọ ní inquest. Nígbà tó wọ́n ti ń kanwọ́ ló ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dé inquest tó máa fẹ́ máa fi 1 or 2 kún and everything. But if you listen to what the police said regarding the nurse in their preliminary report, to the statement which the Nigerian Medical Association give, and what Westo said, tẹ́ bá fi gbogbo ẹ̀jọ́ ra kẹ́ wá mú pẹ̀lú pé bẹ́ẹ̀ pé a lè sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ pé okay o bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ti inquest yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ pé wọ́n ti coach or anything kẹ́ ṣì gbèsè gbàrà ẹ̀ ṣì máa establish the truth àwọn facts kan nú ẹ̀. So the thing is, àwọn wo ni Lenchi ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún? Tó fi sáré lọ bail nurse yẹn tó jẹ́ prime suspect, because irrespective of anything as this case is concerned today ní ìṣẹ́jú àyàtà ṣìjọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ the prime suspect, the number one prime suspect tí ìjọba tó ṣì ń dìmú lẹ́ni tí corona inquest sọ wípé kọ́ lọ dìmú lẹ́ni is still the nurse. why tó ṣe wá jẹ́ wípé ẹnìkan ṣo tó kọ́kọ́ sáré tó lọ bẹ́ẹ̀lì nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn tó yọ okùn kúrò lórí nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn ṣe di onítọ̀hún yẹn mú wípé kí ni nǹkan tó rí. At least nígbà tó lọ bẹ́ẹ̀lì Spending àti Primeboy, it was because of the fact that àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu wọn, Yèyé Kúdí kọ́ gbé Spending jáde wípé kíní kan àwa la kọ́kọ́ gbé jáde, ọ̀dọ̀ wa ló dé sí, àwa ló sọ̀rọ̀ fún, ló ṣe kíní kan fún people kó wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀lì Primeboy sọ̀rọ̀ náà, wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀lì Spending sọ̀rọ̀ náà. bí abẹ́ ọjọ́ tó ti jáde àbọ̀jọ́ kejì kan náà ti ń ṣe interview fún lóríṣiríṣi tọ́rọ̀ ti ń bọ́. Everybody ti ń wo wípé okay èmi ni mo kọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ wà fún yín ní breaking news, èmi mo gbọ́dọ̀ wà fún yín breaking news. But ìgbà tí lẹ́ǹtì bẹ́ẹ̀lì nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn kò sẹ́nibọ́dì tó gbúrò nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn mọ́. The nurse went into silence, kò sẹ́nibọ́dì tó gbúrò ẹ̀, kò sẹ́nibọ́dì tó rí. Even Bukky tó lóhùn lantana wípé òun ṣe kíní kankan ó ní tá nǹkan tó jáde tó ní pé ibi tó ń gbé wọn ti kó kúrò ń bẹ̀. Ta ló ń fọ́ǹdù gbogbo lifestyle yẹn? Mo rí tí Pizzu gùnkè tó lọ bá bọ̀ ṣe super vibes àbí pé kíní kan kò moderate kíní ẹ̀ dáadáa. Because Lenchi had claimed that lórí nurse àti family ẹ̀ òun ti ná, like there was one of these programs tí mo ti gbọ́ tí mo wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ní lórí nurse àti family ẹ̀ òun ti ná over 20 million. What exactly are those money for? Owó tó lóhùn ná fún nurse yẹn àti family nurse yẹn. At least I was glad like people were there yesterday telling him like no you didn't say like the whole money àti gift àti tó fi ń travel. Nǹkan tó sọ lórí program ẹni wípé lórí nurse àti family you spent over 20 million. So 20 million yẹn lórí kí ni gangan? Was it a sort of compensation by those who sent you or those who are trying to cover something? And he will come òun ló máa pariwo tó máa argue tó wẹ̀ máa lọ sókè ẹni tó yẹ kí wọ́n dìmú gangan. Because I understand the fact that be everybody ṣe ń ronú ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ or anything, but one thing about this old J4M sometimes is nígbà míì a gbọ́dọ̀ máa pe ara wa sí àkíyèsí. If there is one person tó yẹ kí àti tí mùmí o àti tí bàbá o kọ́ máa gbé ṣépè everyday Lenchi ni now. Because he has a whole lot to come and talk about. Ẹgbàgbé yẹn Lagata ó ṣe kíní kan dá just any culture tó jẹ́ wípé òun gangan ni problem with everybody. It's actually Lenchi. Because this was the same guy in 2024 that was going around everywhere, going from one platform to the other, shouting, Mohbad's royalty is over $100 million. Kíní kan $100 million. Owó Mohbad, Papa Machine say, kíní kan billion ni, kíní kan billion ni. What exactly is this guy interested in? Kí ni nǹkan tó ń wá gangan? Kí ni gain ẹ̀? He should forget all those. I'm looking for Nigeria to be better. Òun fẹ́ padà sílẹ̀. It's a lie. Torí ẹ̀ wá di láti jọjọ yẹ I don't really like just what anybody back on sàn kọ́ fi pa àṣírí pé gan. But látàná yẹn mo ti mọ̀ pé èní yìí Cosmo okay máa wà free pé sórí bọ̀bọ̀ Lenchi yìí mo máa pe àkíyèsí àwọn èèyàn sí kọ́ tán torchlight sí ẹ lára. Cause there is more that guy is doing. That guy is doing more harm. That guy knows a whole lot beyond the nonsense he's saying. He has an agenda. He has a purpose in this J4M. And I think it is high time people start questioning him. Using Lagata láti cover or shift attention kúrò lára is not going to help this time around. Táwa yìí o tó ti lọ wake consciousness wa sí will start calling you out and ask you questions. Why did you bail the nurse? Where is the nurse? Ìwádìí ẹ nígbà táwọn bá ń kọ́lé and Smith tọ́lá ọ̀fẹ́ kìíní kan ó fún wọn ní nọ́mbà yẹn ìgbà yẹn ó bá family wọn sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ wọn ò pè é mọ́ wọn ò ṣe anything and you did not come online. Ohun tó lè fi máa pariwo Wùnmí ṣe kìíní kan wọ́n pa ni wọ́n ṣe kìíní kan ni. So let us agree if you help to bail the nurse and they left you hanging bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n scam ẹni yẹn now which means wọ́n lu ẹni yẹn now ó ṣe jáde kó sọ. Kí ni nǹkan tẹjọ pòpọ̀ tó fi di wípé o ò lè jáde sọ síta wípé nǹkan tí nọ́ọ̀sì yìí o àti family ẹ̀ tán ṣe fún mi lélẹ́yìí. What exactly is Lenchi hiding? Who exactly is that guy working for?
Ibo la mọ̀ ta fẹ́ ságbà ọmọ Yorùbá tàtà.
Why is it that each time tí Lenchi bá.
Níbi jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lórí ètò ti tèmi ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá nídìí ọṣẹ àṣírí bíbò ọṣẹ àánú ọṣẹ ìbùkún ọṣẹ àṣínà ọṣẹ gbére mi kò mí níbikíbi tẹ́ bá wà kó lórí nílà oòrùn ìwọ̀ oòrùn gúúsù àti àríwá kọ́ wá yín wá gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wà available. Ẹ̀yin tó bá wá jẹ́ pé àwọn ṣe ìṣẹ́gun lẹ fẹ́ ó wà available. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wá jẹ́ ni tó bá máa wá lálàkàlàkàlà ṣẹ́yìn gbogbo àwọn ṣẹ́mi yìí ni mo ní wọn ní size by size. Owó wọn ò sì gani lára. Owó pọ́kú ni mo tà wọ́n nítorí pé kí ni mo nígbàgbọ́ pé tí ẹ bá rí ìyanu Ọlọ́run ẹ̀yin náà bá mi polongo Ọlọ́run mi tí mo sì wípé Jésù lọ́ba lórí ayé àti ọ̀run. Ẹ bá mi polongo wípé yes Jésù nìkan ni. So mo ní wọn ní size by size ike. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ tí kì í kéré jù báyìí lọ, tẹ́ bá fẹ́ tó tóbi jù báyìí lọ. Ìbàjẹ́ ti tẹ̀yàn tó bá máa ń làlákàlà. Ẹ̀yin tó bá máa ń làlá burúkú. Àwọn àlá tí ò dáa. Àwọn ṣìkọ́tẹ́ lè lò láti fi stop àlákàlà. Ọṣẹ lẹ máa fi wẹ̀. Làlákàlà bá dópin. Gbogbo agbára òkùnkùn ẹ̀mí burúkú tó ń gbé ìran burúkú wọ̀nyẹn wá. Àlá dẹ̀ jẹ́ nǹkan tó dáa tọ́nà ni. Gbogbo yẹn bá ṣẹ́ àlàáfíà bá tayọ̀. So iṣẹ́ wà lóríṣiríṣi bó dẹ̀ jẹ́ tìfẹ́ náà lẹ bá fẹ́. Tó bá jẹ́ ti iṣẹ́ náà ni ó wà. Any spiritual something tẹ́ bá need. Kì í ṣe gbogbo aṣọ là ń sá lóòrùn. Ohun tá a bá fi pamọ́ òun ló níyì. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ àwọn ọ́ìlì àánú ọ́ìlì ìṣẹ́gun náà lẹ bá fẹ́ ó wà. Àwọn lọ́fíńdà lóríṣiríṣi lọ́lọ́kọ̀ òjọ̀kan. Aṣọ pẹpẹ ti wà. Mo ti láṣọ pẹpẹ padà. Ẹ̀yin oníkórè oní Thanksgiving. Aṣọ pẹpẹ ti dé o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ra aṣọ pẹpẹ ó ti wà available. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ra bíbélì ó wà available. Ẹ fẹ́ ra ìwé orin Celestial ó wà available. Ẹ fẹ́ ra gbogbo gbàlà ó wà. Anything spiritual items any country tẹ́ bá wà máa bá yín send ẹ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ oyin náà ni ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ ra oyin nìyí. Oyin gidi mo ní size by size ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ẹ̀yin náà ẹ pè mí so gbogbo ẹ̀ ó wà available. Bákan náà product iléeṣẹ́ TL Natural Alba mo ti yọ ti kọlẹ̀kùn mi pò ti dé tòsí tán so very soon sí ó máa wà. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní ìdògùn diabetes gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí diabetes ń bá pò ẹ tètè wá rògùn diabetes o ajẹ́bi doctor confirm oògùn diabetes ó wà available. Bákan náà oògùn manpower òun náà ti kọlẹ̀kùn tó ti wà available. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá nídìí ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pè mí ká máa sanwó sílẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti sanwó sílẹ̀ ẹ ṣe báyìí. Ṣẹ́rí tó bá ti ó kọlẹ̀kùn lọ́wọ́ tó bá ṣe ń wọlé báyìí máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní send ọjà yín sí yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ aṣọ ẹ wá bá mi ra aṣọ ṣẹ́ ti rí ní agbára Ọlọ́run ọdún ayọ̀ la máa ṣe ọdún ti dé tán o. Ọdún ti dé tán ẹ wá ra aṣọ. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ àwọn pef lóríṣiríṣi àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wà. Àwọn wig lọ́lọ́kọ̀ òjọ̀kan gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wà available. Ojú òní ti wà mí níwá ayé tì. Ọdún ayọ̀ ní gbogbo wa máa ṣe ẹ ṣeun.